Time now for Hate Mail Monday.
It's time for Howie Carr's Hate Mail Monday. Let the hate flow through you.
All right, you know what that means? Every week, every Monday, usually sometimes other days, we ask Grace to go through all of my fan mail. It can be emails, voicemails, even letters. It could be message board postings, and just see the kinds of mash notes that I'm getting from my fans, as I'm putting fans in quotation marks. And Grace also gets a lot of fan mail these days, right, Grace?
Yes, as Howie gleefully points out to me when he sees it.
Yeah, I saw a really fun. You want to start with that one today, Grace? I thought that was the funniest one of the week for me.
Why don't you tell people that one? Because I have a lot to go through here, so I'm going to give that one to you.
Yeah, so one of the message boards on for the local radio was talking about Grace, and it's been this message board's been going on ever since she got the show. There've been like dozens of people writing about it. It's gone like a Reddit subthread. It's gone in every direction imaginable. But
yeah, it often doesn't even mention me. It goes into such a different world where they're talking about things I've never even heard of. But
which again is that's what happens on Reddit all the time, right? And that's what makes Reddit kind of cool.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so someone was talking about, does Howie know Trump? And the person was saying, well, of course Howie. Another poster was saying, well, of course Howie knows Trump. He's been on the plane. He's introduced him at rallies. He's hosted the town hall meetings. He's been with him on. He's been with him having dinner at Mar-a-Lago. He said he's had dinner with him so many times that even that twit Grace has gotten to have dinner with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
Ding, ding, ding.
Is that the first time you've ever been called a twit in print, Grace?
Yes. Actually, well, the first time to my knowledge, but how you know these things, it could have happened before. I just missed it. But now that I have Howie Carr checking out the internet for me, I'm never going to miss those times again. Howie, I want to read you one from your Zip Connolly column.
Yes.
Stacey owns MAGA Man, a favorite of one of your haters. She said, a better show would be Has Been an Orange Man based in Mara Swampo, where two old white guys tried to deal with the fact that the country has passed them by, but they live in a fantasy world where they think they're relevant while eating chocolate cake.
I prefer key lime pie or the bread pudding when I'm at Mar-a-Lago for dessert.
Get it right, Stacey.
Yeah.
Mar-a-Lago.
The president likes his chocolate cake, though. She got it half right, I guess.
Yeah, no, exactly. And Howie, let's play. We had a lot of voicemails to go through as well. So let's start with cut one.
Hi there. Wanted to ask if you're going to spend the first hour to 2 hours to 3 hours bitching about Charlie Baker again. And good, bad, or indifferent, it's not entertaining radio to have an extended tantrum from Howie. Find something positive to talk about.
We're talking about cake right now.
Yeah. What do you prefer, Karen?
I don't like when people say, "Oh, it's negative." It's like we're taking the negative news, but we're happy. We're putting a fun spin on things.
I never have a 4-hour tantrum about Charlie Parker. Maybe sometimes it runs an hour and a half at most. Like, half hour at the start and then an hour at the end of the show. And you know what? It becomes a large scale tantrum, because I'm not the only one that's having the tantrum. When I start playing those cuts, other people are driving off the road in anger and outrage, aren't they?
Yeah, you're having the tantrum for the people who can't.
And how about is Karen? Are you happy with the vaccination rollout? Do you think Charlie Parker's doing a really bang up job on this thing?
Howie's about to take Karen's call and go into a tantrum. I don't think she expected that. Howie, though, I do have to move on to this one. Mike D says, now this is back to your Zip Connolly column. You were talking about where they're going to stay after Zip gets out of prison.
They're going to stay in Pompano Beach. They got an apartment like Felix and Oscar in The Odd Couple.
Mike D said, Howie, let them stay in one of your several homes down there, you fraud.
He's getting, I only have the one beachfront mansion in Palm Beach, Grace. You know that. It's on the Cape, where I own the multiple vacation properties on the ocean.
It's in your Wikipedia, so
why
it can't not be true.
Why can't they get it straight here?
It's confusing. Howie, this is cut 2.
Hey, Paperboy, on your third bicycle ride last Sunday, did you finally get to the edge of the driveway?
Did you?
I didn't come here to be made sport of. Of course I did. I only had one yesterday because the wind speed was up to about 20 miles an hour. So I decided to only do one bike ride. I was disappointed, though. Maybe next Sunday, I'll get 3 bike rides in again. That
Howie,
Balance 7 helps me out, Grace.
Indeed. I like Balance 7. We have a couple of them in the fridge here, and I've been taking them as well. Hey, Howie, before I get back to your hate mail, I do want to do a little bit of my hate mail. This is cut 3.
Balloonheads news. Who can be a bigger moron? Well, guess what? All 3 of you win. You suck.
But that suffers from lack of specificity, Grace.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess we just suck in general. But another person, this is specific. Another person commented on my my column about Andrew Cuomo and Ted Cruz, which, by the way, you can check out at gracecurleyshow.com or howiecarrshow.com. It's up now if you can't get through the paywall at the Boston Herald.
Yeah, and my column about the new Odd Couple or the Golden Ghouls or Winter Hill Street Blues, whatever you want to call the new show, that's up there as well. And I also have a Monday. I also have a Monday column up there. Yes.
Listen, Howie, yours don't need any boosting. You're running like 1 and 2 and 3 on the Boston Herald ranker right now. Okay, I'm just trying to crack number 9 over here.
Well, anyway, I have a new column up that's not on the Boston Herald. It's called Monday Musings, and it's all about mainly about the misadventures of the mendacious mainstream media this week. But you can check that out. You can check that out at howiecarrshow.com. It's right up there right now, and it's new, and you won't see that on the Boston Herald website. It's internet only.
This column, Howie, and I know you can attest to this. I know it was good because it really brought out the crazies. And people really got mad, which is usually a good sign. This person said, Grace, do you really want this to be your life? Writing for the ever-shrinking old white Christian aggrieved male demographic? Isn't there anything else you want to do with your life? You seem relatively smart. I hope this pays well because it's not going to be satisfying. Shilling for the lunatic.
How does this person, what's this person's name, by the way, who can read your mind?
Stacey owns MAGA Man.
This is the same one. This is this woman is a teacher in central Massachusetts. So I think we can assume there's a pretty good possibility she hasn't set foot in a classroom in probably close to a year, right?
Not great grammar for someone who's teaching young children. This person said, she continues, take a look at Has Been Howie. Yikes. You want to end up like that fraud? Think about it, Grace. It's not too late. Oh, it's way too late for me.
You better get right with Jesus.
I need Jesus. And let's play cut 4, Taylor, please.
Hey, Howie, you do a lot of things right. But when it comes to off the cuff, shooting from the hip, making up song lyrics, give it up, man. Give it up.
It's nice to hear from Tin Pan Alley. What songs do you have? Getting publishing
every
rights
time
from?
you do that, it always does devolve into the same song. And then he didn't pay his taxes, and he didn't get sent to prison. Go ahead, Taylor.
That's my background. They say, Taylor. They say right from what you know. That's what I know. People not paying their taxes. People going to prison. People doing the wrong thing. 978 says, just drove from Maine to South Carolina. Gas prices approaching $3, Connecticut through Virginia, thanks to the dumbass from Delaware. Wasn't it a great idea to get rid of our energy independence? That's another thing that everybody can feel like a chump about that. Even illegal aliens have to pay more of their welfare check to fill up with gasoline now. Ugh. Okay, go ahead, Grace.
Howie, another person found your Joe Biden babbles column a little bit late. And they said, your article labeled Joe Biden babbles is truly disgusting. Someone as old as you has the right to insult someone for their age. You, sir, are a piece of bleep.
I don't insult him for his age. I insult him for his mental decline. And he's the president of the United States. I got enough. I could do a column tomorrow on it just from what he said last week. But I'm going to save it.
By the way, Hate Mail Monday is brought to you by Piantadosi Baking Company, celebrating over 100 years of baking excellence since 1916. Coincidentally, speaking of delicious bread and delicious food, if you guys want to sign up for the Win a Free Dinner with Grace, go to the 110 Grill and you can get a free plug Uglies just by signing up. That's the 110 Grill in Plymouth. We have one more voicemail. This is cut 5.
Howie, when you walked over to Trump's table, did he say, "No thanks, we have enough water"?
He called me back.
Did
he called me back. You know what he asked me? He said, "How was your dinner, Howie?" And I said, "It was great, Mr. President."
Actually, Howie, since we ended on that one, I do have one more.
Okay.
Because people were commenting on your column about seeing Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
And some woman was writing about how you and Trump talked about New Hampshire and whether or not he won New Hampshire.
Yes.
And she was saying how ridiculous it is that Trump believes that. And she said he never would have been president without Russian and bot interference and false narratives. And it wasn't directly about you.
Is that woman, wow. Nina Tandon or whatever her name is, that's going to be the head of OMB? Because she's written the same thing online, you know.
Oh, no, unless she's like Mitt Romney and she has a Pierre Delecto, I don't think this is her. Although it could be. I mean, I'm sure she hasn't broken her Twitter habit.
It's, so 978 just points out, we just crossed the grim milestone of 500,000 China virus deaths. Not a word about it on the Globe front page, let alone a headline. Isn't this Biden's fault? Yeah, where are the grim milestone headlines? I mean, I know I've made this point a million times, but since January 20th, there have been no grim milestones, except down here in Florida because Ron DeSantis is governor. There was another reference to grim milestones today in the Palm Beach Daily News.
Well, it's like what Politico said. I mean, so much of this virus is out of Joe's control.
That's right. That's right. Let's stop worrying about his verbal gaffes. It's just a stutter that makes him do this. So it's really a hate crime. You're attacking a disabled person.
It's a
when you mention that he says in one breath that there are 50 million vaccines, and then in the next breath that there are 0 vaccines. And then in the next breath, he comes up with yet another number.
Can I quote Glenn Kessler here, Howie?
Yes.
Cool the outrage meter. You look silly. Okay? And if you want to follow along to Glenn Kessler, he'll give you a guide on Twitter about how to differentiate between a lie and a verbal stumble.
Okay. Glenn, can you also give us an update on that racist ad that President Trump's father, Fred, made in 1969 when he wanted to run for mayor?
Oh, the fact checking's closed for today.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That was a parody that didn't even involve Fred Trump, and you fell for it.
You're live.
All right. Thank you, Grace.
Thanks, Harry. Oh, and Howie, can I do one more thing? Everyone, I'm about to post the gallery of the photos from Fallon's Bean this weekend. So if you want to check it out and get a feel for what it's like there, or if you were there this weekend, we had such a fun time and you just want to see some of the photos, go to HowieCarrshow.com or GraceCurleyShow.com. It'll be posted on both.
Hit refresh on your dinner routine with HelloFresh. Right now, you could take advantage of a new limited time offer and see why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh gives you simple recipes and fresh ingredients sourced directly from growers and delivered to your door contact-free. With more than 25 weekly recipes, there's something for everyone to enjoy, including family-friendly, vegetarian, and low-calorie options. Say goodbye to never-ending meal planning and prepping, and hello to new 10 to 20-minute meals, low-prep recipes, quick breakfasts, and lunches. HelloFresh recipe cards are easy to follow with simple steps and pictures, so you get meals on the table in less than 30 minutes. Vary your routine. We all fall into these routines, and the food gets boring after a while. Change your luck when it comes to eating. Plus, by skipping the grocery store, you can save up to 40% on groceries, and you can cut food waste by 25% and stop overbuying. And perhaps even as important as any of the things I mentioned above, the new foods and all that, and changing your diet, you don't have to deal with Karens anymore. You don't have to wear a mask to get your food. You don't have to go through the snow and the sleet and the ice and the slush on the highways. Everything is delivered right to your door with HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code Howie10 for 10 free meals right now. That's 10 free meals you don't have to go to the store and shop for, including free shipping for a limited time only. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code Howie10 for 10 free meals. What a deal. HelloFresh.com. I'm Howie Carr.
The paper boy with a big microphone. Howie Carr.